You're watching Fox 61 Morning News.
We begin this morning with a weather impact alert as we make up to bitter cold temperatures. It's so cold that several school districts have delayed openings, including Bridgeport and Bristol. Those are scrolling at the bottom of your screen.
Well, good morning. Thanks so much for starting off your Friday here with us at Fox 61 and Fox 61 Plus. We hope it's off to a good start so far, America areas.
And I'm Bridget Buerlo, TGIF. Let's get a check on the forecast with Rachel Piscatelli. And Rachel, it's partly so cold because of the wind.
Oh, the wind is just taking those numbers down, making it brutal. Did you notice Waterbury was the only one that did not have a negative in front of the number?
So that's a place to be. Go to Waterbury.
That was it. 2 degrees in Waterbury. Everybody else is in the negatives
Are we
this
getting a
morning.
warm up at all today?
No. Today is going to be a brutal one, that is for sure. Temperatures are going to be quite chilly. We have wind chill values sub-zero to single digits really all day long with a cold weather advisory that is in place. Frostbite can occur and also hypothermia a concern as well. If you do have to spend a prolonged period outside in this type of weather and you are not dressed appropriately for this. I mean, we've been dealing with these wind chills in sub-zero category for many mornings, so just be mindful of that as we could get down to anywhere from 5 to 20 below this morning. 6 degrees in Willimantic right now. It's 7 in Norwich, 13 in New Haven, but we know that's not what it feels like outside with these winds that are gusting. This is something we haven't had with our mornings that have been in the single digits and sub-zero. We really haven't had a lot of wind to talk about, so it certainly takes our numbers down when you do have that wind that gusts closer to 20 to 25. So it feels like 9 below in Willimantic right now. It feels like 16 below in Torrington. Feels like 1 below in New Haven and 5 below in Groton. So for the kids at the bus stop this morning, they want to dress appropriately for that. I know a lot of schools, or at least a few schools, do have a few delays this morning. 12 degrees by lunchtime and 14 and for after school plans. So recess inside today, best enjoyed from indoors. Feels like temperatures anywhere from the single digits to sub-zero through most of the day today, as our highs only range in the teens this afternoon. Overnight tonight, we're sub-zero again, around 20 degrees in the afternoon for our Saturday. We do have an update to Sunday's system. The latest guidance suggests, and we do have a few more model runs coming in this morning, the American model one coming in, and it does look like this is largely going to be a miss for our state, throwing a few clouds in our direction and also bringing in a few chances for some wind gusts closer to 30 to 40 miles per hour, but that's about it. We are largely missing this storm. We'll have more details on it coming up in just a bit. As we check in with the roads this morning, road work has cleared for the morning commute. We do have lots of green on our map this morning. 91, 84, and 95 look pretty good this morning, so no major delays. Your interstates are reflecting the light volume, especially in Fairfield, where we don't see any brake lights just yet. Bridget.
That's good news, Rachel. I'd like to see that on a Friday morning at 6:03. The city of New Britain is investigating a network disruption that affected several city systems.
A lot of questions surrounding this one. Fox 61's Glenn Kittle is joining us in New Britain. What do we know so far, Glenn?
Yeah, good morning, Bridget. Erica, we asked city spokesperson Alicia Rayner if this was being considered a cyber attack. She said the investigation is still ongoing. However, that's a fair statement. Now we know that the city has activated its emergency protocols to make sure that nothing else happens, and that involves state and federal authorities to get the size and scope of this incident and exactly what their next steps are. We also went on and asked her what exactly is being done at this point. Rayner went on to say that it wasn't immediately clear what caused the disruption. However, additional resources have been activated and teams are working to restore systems as quickly and as safely as possible. The city also wants to make it clear to the people of New Britain that they take security of its system seriously, and they're going to be providing updates as more information becomes available. Now, coming up later this morning, New Britain Mayor Bobby Sanchez will be holding a press conference to give us more information on what exactly this network disruption was. We're going to make sure to bring you that information both on air and online as we learn more from the mayor of New Britain. But for right now, live in New Britain, Glenn Kittle, Fox 61.
And Glenn, if it is a cyber attack, the next question becomes who caused it? What threat is out there? Thank you for staying on that for us. 6:04 now is your time. A bullet was found inside Pulaski Middle School in New Britain yesterday. That's according to the school district. Investigators say there was no credible threat to students or staff. The school was placed on lockdown until students were dismissed for the day. Officers stayed on scene as a precaution.
6:04 now. Parents in New Haven can now look forward to a new program that the city hopes will help protect students who take the bus. City leaders, transportation officials, and business partners have announced the new enforcement. The city is going to begin a 30-day warning period starting today. Then, beginning in March, drivers who are caught passing a school bus with its stop sign extended could face a $250 fine. Mayor Justin Elicker hopes the program follows trends seen in other cities where similar efforts have led to fewer violations and safer roads for students.
You know, these are our babies. These are our kids that we put all of our love into, and one person makes a bad decision and drives around the bus, and that could mean the kid loses their life.
Officials say each incident is going to be reviewed using camera footage before a citation is issued. More than 40% of New Haven school buses already have cameras installed. City leaders say all buses are expected to be equipped with this by early March. A 14-year-old was taken to the hospital after they were hit by a car. It happened in Meriden. Police say it happened at the intersection of West Main Street and Home Avenue. The teen was crossing the street when they were hit. They have a minor head injury. They were taken to the local hospital. Police say the driver did stay on the scene and are cooperating with the investigation.
And at 6:06, we have new information this morning. One person was taken to the hospital after a fire at a home in Norwich. This happened at this home on Sunnyside Avenue yesterday evening. Crews reported frozen hydrants in the area, which has been a real problem for firefighters throughout the week. They also had trouble dealing with ice on the ground, making it difficult getting the patient to an area ambulance. That person had burns on their hands. It's still unclear the severity of their injuries this morning.
Firefighters have even more work to do as a result of the snowstorm last weekend. Now, these snow mounds, they are massive. Some are more than 6 feet tall. And underneath some of these piles are fire hydrants. Firefighters in Manchester went around town to clear the hydrants. They also need your help.
With the increased call volume post a storm like this, we've had trouble getting to the hydrants. So that's why we need the help from the people, the community members, to help with those hydrants.
Firefighters are asking snowplow companies not to bury the hydrants, and property owners can mark the locations of hydrants with those tall, reflective plow stakes.
Well, it feels like another day, another water main break. Crews in Waterbury have dealt with another water main break. This happened in the city amid these cold temperatures.
Yeah, this latest one happened last night. Fox 61's Joe Monty is live in Waterbury with what we know so far. Joe, good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, another day, another water main break is right. In Waterbury, water main breaks have been a serious problem for some time, and last night another water main broke and left a number of people without water. Last night, this issue happened on Overlook Avenue. The scene looks to be all cleaned up now, but looking at your screen, you can see video from last night when crews were hard at work making those repairs. We're told there was a break on an 8-inch line and about 20 properties had no water. Workers on scene said they should have expected to be without water for 4 to 6 hours while they made repairs. Officials say Waterbury experiences 30 to 40 water main breaks a year, usually mostly during the winter because of these freezing, frigid temperatures. And since the last major water main break on Thomaston Ave back in December, city officials said they plan to evaluate and replace some of these old water mains and other components before they become the next major problem. Now, we're working to confirm that the water is back on Overlook Ave. We're going to get that information to you as soon as we can. For now, in Waterbury, Joe Monty, Fox 61.
All right, Joe, thanks. 6:08 now, and with snow still covering sidewalks all across Hartford, city officials say property owners are required to clear them or face fines. Hartford's 311 crews have been responding to complaints about sidewalks left unshoveled. Now, anyone can report a problem, and inspectors will then go and check it out. Property owners who fail to clear sidewalks can be fined $99 per day until all the snow is removed. People around the city say unshoveled sidewalks are forcing people into the street, and that's creating dangerous conditions for both them and drivers.
And at 6:09, crews in Uncasville are using salt trucks and snow plows and hard-to-reach roads. But neighbors say it's causing more problems than solutions. They say salt distribution trucks sometimes line the streets, making it difficult for drivers to get around. Depot Road is a 2-lane street in a mostly residential area. It also serves as the road dump trucks and snowplows use to get to and from salt distribution sites. Rich Daigle lives nearby and has to travel that road every day.
Before the snowstorm itself, the trucks were lined up the road all the way to as far as Lathrop Road, which is quite a distance. Driveways were being blocked.
Other people in the area say the trucks haven't caused any trouble for them. They say they usually drive at times where they don't have to encounter them. In court news, 3 officers charged in connection with the 2022 injury of Randy Cox are now scheduled for a jury trial. Court records show Oscar Diaz, Jocelyn Lamandier, and Luis Rivera are each set to go to trial on March 9th. They're going to be tried together. They've been charged with misdemeanors, including negligent cruelty to persons and second-degree reckless endangerment. It's all stemming from the Cox's arrest and transport.
6:10 now. Governor Ned Lamont says that he wants to use emergency funds to support programs that were affected by federal cuts. His plan calls for taking $18.7 million to cover food assistance, Medicaid, youth mental services, health care, and child care. The governor says the plan was designed to help take care of the state's most vulnerable population.
These are programs that work and make a difference, and we got a federal government, we got a White House that can pull the plug on virtually no notice at all.
All right, so leaders in the State House and the Senate now have 24 hours to review the plan and then make a decision.